The thing that you guys had as kids, is that still there?
I'm in a band that constantly is breaking apart and coming back together.
But the more we retreat into the music, the nicer things become.
Hi, this is Marty Di Bergi, along with David St. Hubbins, Nigel Tufnel, and Derek Smalls from Spinal Tap.
Hello.
And we're here to talk to you Fandango folks about the release of our new movie called Spinal Tap II, The End Continues. And I wanted to ask you guys a few questions for our fans out there in Fandango land.
Okay.
Nigel, we know you have a great guitar collection.
Yes.
Are there any new additions that you would care to talk to us about?
Well, should I give it away?
Well, there's that one perishable you had made, which made out of a half of a watermelon.
Well, that's,
An actual watermelon with the neck on it and everything, and it perished though. I mean, it didn't last terribly long. Sounded all right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I've got lots of things. You know, I trade them away, take them in, trade them away. So there's always something new.
Right.
I've got a Nacho.
Nacho?
I've got Nacho. I got a Novo.
Well, Nacho and Novo were the two unborn or stillborn Marx brothers. It's well known.
Oh, there were two other Marx
Yeah,
brothers?
they didn't
yes.
make
And
it.
they
though.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
I see. Derek, this is a question for you.
Yes.
You know, you've often said that bass players are more, connected to reality, more grounded than the other. Do you still feel that as part of the band, that you're more of the bass or the
glue? I think with the bass players are the glue.
Right.
And glue sits on the ground.
Yeah.
Or on a table.
And Nigel's the universal solvent.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't tend to be the stars.
Right.
You know, we don't tend to be the flashy, look at me!
Well, you just did that.
I
That's
just did
looking
that.
at me.
I know, but
They looked at you just now.
I didn't do it well.
Well, he does that on stage sometimes. He just gets up to a microphone and says, "Look at me."
Yeah.
But we're not those people.
No.
Yeah, so
We're
you're
other
more
people.
grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
we're not ground.
So this can be for anybody, but we know about all the drummers that you've had over the years.
Yes.
I believe it was 11. You've had 11 drummers.
11 or 12, I don't really. Who's counting?
Yeah.
Well, their
Do you-
families,
do
I
you
suppose.
have
Kind of blur.
Do you have any favorite memories about any particular drummer that you?
The first night we played with Peter James Bond, who replaced Stumpy Joe, as I recall, he did something which we never really forgave him for. He held up a big sign saying, "I don't want to be here."
Really?
He was terrified because he had seen what happened to the first two.
Right.
Yeah.
And he held up the sign and he said, "It's all in good fun."
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It
fun.
was no, because it
terrifying.
hurt us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, it would hurt him as well.
Yeah. Well, he exploded, right?
Yeah,
He
well,
exploded on stage.
I have a memory of Stumpy, which was we used to go out after a gig, get some Indian food, usually something like that, and he had this weird sort of laughing tick that he used to do.
Oh,
And it came out of nowhere. You're walking along, I'd say, "Yeah, where should we go?" And he'd say, Tandoor oven or someplace, and then he'd say, "Yeah," or maybe he would do that.
Yeah. Just
And
out
then
of
he would
nowhere.
not finish the
And
thought.
no one knew it. No one
Was
had
that
said
Tourette's?
anything.
Wouldn't
It
finish
wasn't
the thought, no.
a joke. And
Was that
I'd say,
Tourette's?
"I'm sorry," and he'd say, "What?" I'd say, "Oh, or, don't know." And then the waiter would come over and say, "What would you like?" And he'd say, "Well, I'm thinking," and the waiter would be offended because he thought he was laughing at him.
Right. Well, he couldn't help himself.
No.
No, he couldn't help himself. So I want to ask you, heavy metal music over the last 40 years, and even before, has it changed at all, or is it pretty much the same?
It's louder.
It's much
It
louder
is louder,
now.
yeah.
And because there's a lot of scar tissue in the ears and the brains of young people. And it's
And
getting
old
worse.
people as well.
Well, yeah, but that's just
Us.
that's calluses.
That's
something
true.
different.
Yeah.
I think it has. It's gotten louder. But listen, we're not really a heavy metal band. We're a hard rock band.
Yeah.
That's what we're meat and potatoes.
With
hard rock
metallic
band.
flavoring.
With metallic,
Overtones.
a sprinkling of
Yeah.
metallic. Yeah.
I see. Now, in the new film, this is...
Which we haven't seen, Marty.
No, I understand,
haven't
but
seen
you did experience the new film that you were in, and it's not a secret because people know that Sir Paul McCartney and Sir Elton John
Yes.
are both in the film.
Yes.
Do you ever think that might be stowed, that a knighthood might be stowed on any of you?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Sir Spinal Tap.
Well, I mean, Sir,
Be one
Sir
individual.
Small,
Oh,
Sir
yeah, yeah.
Derek
Well,
Small.
But there are
I
lots of honours you can get. You can get OBE,
Yeah, OBE,
you can get MBE,
Right.
and then CBD. You
Yeah.
can get lots of different
Right.
things. You know.
Or all the
MPX.
CDs.
Yes.
Do you think you'll get any of those letters?
Probably
Maybe
not.
one at a
No.
time.
It's not
but never three
up
at
to
once.
us anyway, is it?
No,
You
I know, but do you think you're deserving of something like that?
Can't say. It's up to the king. You know, the king wakes up in the morning,
And says-
brushes his teeth, you know, does
Yeah.
the...
You're assuming. Yeah.
Yeah, does the usual. And then he has a list. He says, oh, this would be good. What about... And then he writes it down on paper, royal paper, saying, Nigel Tufnel, Sir, whatever, or not. In our case, don't know.
Yeah.
No, we'll see. Wait and see.
Okay. You know, right now, there's a strategy that they have always about being relevant, you know, and they have algorithms, you know.
What are they?
Lost
We
me.
have rhythms.
What's it
Well,
lost me there.
algorithms-driven music, you know, they always say, you know...
Who's they? What do you mean?
The music people, the industry. Do you ever think about that?
No.
I mean, trying to plug yourself into some kind
No,
of algorithm?
anything that puts you in a pigeonhole. Pigeonholes are for pigeons, all right? I'll just come out and say
I
it.
like a good pigeonhole.
Well, you like pigeons?
Yeah.
I don't care for them. But I don't want to be pigeonholed as an artist.
I see.
Yeah.
You know, are there any current artists that are performing that you particularly like and people,
Yes.
people that you admire?
Yes.
Yeah, who
I
are
like
they?
the great Flamboni. He's a magician.
Oh, he
Well,
loves
I'm talking
magic.
about a musician.
Oh,
I'm not talking about people in the music.
There's a Dutch band called Hot Mess. Which
Hot
I,
Mess?
Hot
yeah,
Mess.
I really like them.
Yeah, I've never heard them.
I
Yeah,
like a group called I'm With Her. They're good.
Yeah,
With
I
Her.
do too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really
And
good.
what kind of
I'm
music?
with you.
And what
It's
kind of
sort
music
of
does I'm
what
with
the
Her
kids
do?
are calling, well, what everyone calls roots music. It's sort
Folk
of that.
roots.
I see.
Traditional.
So going back to like early days of folk music.
Yeah.
Folk,
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
I admire bands that have been around for a long time and they just don't quit. Doug Clark and the Hot Nuts. They've never had a big hit.
Or any.
Well, no kinds of hits, you
Yeah.
know. But listen,
Hang in.
65 years hanging in
Keep
there.
hanging in, and
Still
eventually, well, you'll die. is
Yeah.
What happens.
Well, Doug's
But
been dead for
That's what I mean,
decades.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still going.
I know you did, you know, Give Me Some Money, and
Yeah.
that was a thing, you know, All the Way Home was the first thing. And you had Flower People. in
Yeah,
the
big
60s.
hit, big
Is
hit.
there, and heavy metal, of course, we all
Yeah.
know. Is there any musical style that you haven't done?
Klezmer.
Klezmer?
We've never done a klezmer
Never done
number,
klezmer yet.
I mean, we don't have a clarinet player,
Yeah.
which would be
No.
job one.
Well, I
but I
think
do
I
love klezmer.
Yeah,
You
klezmer's
used to
good.
play reeds, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
would give it a
and
shot.
opera.
Opera?
No, yeah, we don't
You
know
think?
opera.
Well, you guys talked about in the
They talked about
talked
it.
about doing a musical, yeah.
Never, Saucy Jack.
West
Jack.
End musical,
About
Saucy
the,
Jack.
You know, the musical about Jack,
Jack
the Ripper. But
Yeah.
is that something that you ever have
Well, he finished,
revisited?
He finished the title song. Yeah.
Oh, Saucy Jack, yeah. But that's
You
just an
forget
opening number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did work for a time on a scat opera. Because most people can't understand the languages that opera is in.
Oh, that's
so I thought,
interesting.
why not do it with just like scat, like,
Yeah,
Makes
like
sense.
an
Louis
Ella
Armstrong or Ella
Fitzgerald
Fitzgerald? Yeah, exactly.
Well, what about
it
a
didn't
rap
work
opera?
out. Hmm?
What about a rap opera?
A rap
A
opera.
rap opera?
You don't need the melody.
Well, I think
Right.
Hamilton may scoop us on that. It's not technically
Well, that's
an
a
opera.
kind of a historical.
It's an operetta, anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
All right.
know.
Well, when you're on stage, what's like your favorite song to sing on stage? What's the one that gives you the most pleasure when you're on stage?
I like playing Clam Caravan because he takes the lead vocals and he plays various instruments as well as the electric guitar. And I just sit back and pretend like I've got a job.
Oh,
My
so
job is to play the guitar and for another 3.5 minutes.
That's very
It's
gracious
relaxing.
of you. And
It's
very,
relaxing.
Yeah, it's very
It's
great.
like having a day off right in the middle of your set.
Interesting. And Nigel?
Well, I like doing Hell Hole. I like singing Hell Hole because it's
fun.
I think people can relate to living in a hell hole. Lots of people. I can.
Yeah.
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 And,
Tom
and-
Brokaw would have trouble living in a hellhole.
Yeah, certain
Can't
people.
tell the taxi driver where he's going.
No, you can't say that. No, but I like singing that. Yeah.
And Derek, what about you?
Well, I like singing the one song that I sing in our sets these days.
What, Cash on Delivery?
Cash on
Cash on
Delivery.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Because it's really a screech more than
Yeah,
singing.
with
It
that
is.
very bottom, that
No.
growl that you
There's a
Well,
time
it's-
and a place for that.
It's
Derek.
more of a screech than a
screech
growl.
than a growl,
screech.
yeah.
A
Screech owl.
And the best venue you ever played?
Ooh, we've been lucky to play some amazing
Carnegie
places.
Hall.
Carnegie Hall, which is technically now what they call
Now what
it.
they
just
They
Yeah,
changed the name of Carnegie Hall?
Well, they
not
imply there's a
Carnegie
fuck
Hall.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who
Austin.
plays there calls it that, including
And how do you
Hall.
get to Carnegie?
fucking
Practice,
you have to do
practice,
that.
yeah.
I like playing Albert Hall. That was my
Albert
favorite.
Hall was great.
And
Wembley Arena
not
was
Albert
great.
Hall.
No,
just
no,
Albert.
Just
no.
Albert Hall.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was some kind of like a chippy, famously.
And Glastonbury is fun because
Yeah.
Glasto.
so many people having good time, just taking
Ankle
off
deep.
their clothes and jumping about.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
What is the strangest? You're speaking about what is the strangest encounter you've had with fans? You know, either backstage or after a show.
We were doing a gig in Boston. I came back to the dressing room, and there were several people there, not
Female?
wearing clothing.
Were they women?
Mostly.
Yes, mostly.
Yeah, yeah.
And they looked at us and said, they gave us that expression, and we looked behind us because we didn't know what they were doing.
Well, that was the night it rained on the stage.
Yes.
As
While
I
we were
recall.
playing, it
While
was
we were
raining
playing,
on the stage.
Pouring rain on the stage.
Yeah.
Really?
And
It was
we
a
were frightened
roofing
we'd
problem.
be electrocuted, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was their excuse for not being dressed. Of course,
Well,
I
it
would have
seemed like
suggested
if it's
yes,
raining,
yes.
you want to put on
a
more
slicker
clothes.
at least.
Oh, yeah.
You're right, but no, they're
But
not.
if you want to appear wet,
Yes.
Yeah, which is a good look.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview, and you can get your tickets at Fandango.
Putting the fan in Fandango.
Good.